Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So Arizona State's offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the ground, he's got it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Peace. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, you can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time you can make an even bigger game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And a nice job by the offense, picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win.
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And this center downs gets started from the 33. First and 10. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
It's complete. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Red pass, it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'll run it here on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air. It's Peace. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Oh, he wants it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Going right to work up top. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and they quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Good timing on the quick out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Looking to throw its piece. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside gift. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Running behind that left side. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The screen, he can go. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, look out on the right. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taken it to the house.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Peace. Gets it out fast. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Handoff to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Turning it on.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The give to the tailback. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pressure coming. Steps away to find some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down on 42. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here we go. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the catch. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one.
Got his man downfield.
An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Past the 30. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dances away to buy time. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Peace. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Split backs here. Motion from the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils are rolling down the field. The give to the single back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
and great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Taylor wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Safe completion on the screen. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and more. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
They'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get some.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Going to the running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this is why you pick defense first when you go into overtime, because I want to know exactly what I need. Nice job on 3rd down, stopping the quarterback, getting the sack, forcing the 4th down, and probably the field goal. Offense, get ready. You know exactly what you need to do.
4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Headed to the end zone. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.